Howdy, man.
Water went down our way.
I just drank me some water. I apologize for that. That would have been a take on the regular videos. Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing? And I know we about, 3 hours late, 4 hours late.
Yeah.
What time is it? I don't even know. Man,
It is 4:45.
is that daylight saving time or regular?
That's now.
So we're 3 hours and 45 minutes late, but technically we would be 4 hours and 45 minutes late because the time changed. Now we're back on normal time again. I wish they would leave it this time year round, but now it's going to take me 3 months to adjust to it, and then I'll get another month of good sleep, and then
Back to time
here we
change.
go again. Let's see who all we got in here so far. Lee Mowers. The photo reminds me of the big South Fork National River and Recreation Area in Tennessee. Interesting. Never been there. That was taken. Which photo did I use? Where'd it go?
The one we used at Little River.
Let me see. That may have been up in Tennessee.
It was either DeSoto or Little River.
Well, it could have been up there at Tennessee. We went up there at Tennessee. He may know more than I know. Nope. That was at Little River Canyon National Forest. Is it a forest?
Park?
National Park. Something other. It's up here in DeKalb in Cherokee County in Alabama. Beautiful area up through there. Just at the foothills of DeSoto, the Appalachian Mountains, that kind of deal. And the big South Fork National River. Never heard of that. Sounds beautiful, though.
Jane's in here.
Jane Lord, good to have you here as well. Ken Green, howdy. Alfred Hayes, how you doing? And I guess you're getting ready for that big yard sale, ain't you? Coming up here soon. Oh, wow, that thing jumped, didn't it? 40 mile west of I-75 North Tennessee. Oh, nice. Sounds beautiful. I love Tennessee, especially like up in the mountains. Well, I guess it's all mountains, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Pigeon Forge. I like Pigeon Forge.
Babette is here.
Beautiful area. Kentucky's gorgeous too when we drove through there. Babette Perkins, good to have you here. Flipping Mama 5, howdy. Becky Hollum, good to have you here with us as well. Victoria, hey guys, new subscriber from Munford. Love your YouTube and comment. Awesome, thank you so much.
He said yep.
Yep, getting that time. We are doing well, Miss Ann. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And you getting everything handled after that dog incident. I got word just a little bit ago over Zilla Review. Y'all see him in here a lot in Rev's chat, our chat. I seen him in everybody's kind of. He had a bad accident and fell, and he's in the hospital. So y'all keep him in your prayers. I don't know how serious it is, but he said he's looking at the hospital for another week. So, I mean, that's rough. So y'all keep him in your prayers, and hopefully he'll be getting back to us soon. Infamous Stacker, good to have you here as well. David, howdy from Southwest Louisiana or Southwest Los Angeles. I'm just kidding. Man, this time change got me all screwy. I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, wide awake. So I came over here to the shop and worked till 7. Was it 7?
I got up about 7.
About 7. And all that time over here, 3 hours. Yeah, about 3.5 hours, because I was drinking some coffee. I didn't get nothing done. I don't know what I was doing. I guess I fell asleep over at the listing desk. The Currys, good to have you here as well. We're beat up since, I guess we're beat up. We're beat. Been up since 4 a.m. Been at Sumter County Swamp Meeting all day. Nice. Maybe you found some cool stuff. If here's the way it goes. If you start the YouTube, okay, and you film garage sales, generally speaking, while you're filming, you're probably not gonna find that great of stuff. But the one time you don't film
is when you find it.
You find good stuff. Mm-hmm. We went out yesterday and wasn't filming. Man, we ran up on all kinds of deals, didn't we?
Had a car full.
Twice.
Yeah.
twice. Had 2 car fulls. Myra, good to have you here. And yeah, I mean, we found some pretty good stuff yesterday. I'll be showing that in my next video. We did pick up though a couple we buy from. They watch the YouTube channel too. Some they sell over here at the storage units. I walked up and I found a couple little items, and I seen this black case up on the table, and I thought, what's in that black
Well,
case?
at first I thought it was just cassette tapes.
Yeah, it looked like a cassette tape case. Like, see, it was sitting on the table just like this. I mean, now that I'm holding it, it's a lot bigger than cassette tapes. But,
Well, I mean, it could be like sections, you know, like.
So I thought, what is in that case? So I walked over and unzipped the corner of it and raised the flap up. I seen GameCube. I shut the flap back down and said, how much is this? He said, well, I got 70 in it. I said, so you'll take 70? He said, no, I got 70 in it.
He's got 80 in it.
No, he said 70.
Mhm.
I said, so you'll take 70? He said, no, I got 70 in it. I said, so 70. And that went on for a few minutes because I wasn't understanding. He was saying he had 70 in it, and he didn't understand I was offering him 70, I guess. And it just didn't make sense to neither one of us. So after that, I piled some more stuff on it, and I didn't even look through the thing. I mean, I just shut the flap, seen one game in there, and I said, okay, how about 100 for this stuff? So he took 100 for it, and I bundled it with some more stuff. And yeah, we scored pretty good, I think, on that one.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to, I know there's 8 GameCube games in there that are complete. I mean, mint condition.
With the box.
For about $400, and then there's probably another 40 loose games in there. A GameCube, 2 controllers, microphone. What else?
A Christmas Village plug that's universal.
All kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't know. If I had to guess the value on that, probably about $750. The GameCube stuff.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe more.
Maybe around that.
Give or take.
Depending on if there's some rare games in the loose ones. I didn't look through them yet. I've really not even looked through none of it.
Let's catch it real quick.
But that was awesome. Hey, y'all gonna listen while I take pictures of ball cards to list. Nice. It's like taking your car to a mechanic. Yep. Yep. I wish we would have been filming. I mean, we found some pretty good stuff.
And it wasn't just at that one.
But here's the thing about it is we come back from the estate sales, and I finished filming the video y'all seen yesterday where I showed that stuff, and the wrenches and that kind of thing, and where we was mopping the floor. Well, after we got done mopping the floor, we was leaving to go back out. So we left, went back out and did our normal loot, and seen, we'll stop over here, you know.
I thought, what's it gonna hurt?
And I almost bought some crotch rocket mufflers. I offered the guy $200 for 2 of them. He was stuck at $300, and I know one of them sold. I found one of them comps on. They were both brand new, sold for $300 free shipping. So I was kind of iffy. So I said, "Well, I'll give you 2," but he never did take that. And Miss Courtney found some pond lights, new.
Submerged, like you can submerge them.
And we got a whole bucket of reel-to-reel film. I don't know what all.
And
we got.
Gone with the Wind Barbies.
More Barbie dolls, sure did. And while I was there buying Barbie dolls, I overheard these people talking to the guy I was buying these Barbies from, a good friend of ours, Ernie, and they were saying they had thousands of Barbies they were needing to sell. So my ears perked up, but being friends with the guy that they were telling it to, I didn't want to step on his toes, you know, and say, hey, I'll buy them. So I told Ernie, I said, I was sitting there doing this to him, you know, like, you need to go look, Ernie.
Well, it wasn't just for the Barbies. They
And
had
so-
3 sheds full.
So I pulled him to the side and told him go look for them. So hopefully he's going to buy them all and then stop by the shop here so we can buy them.
But we told him which ones to stay away from.
Give him some pointers. Told him to make sure that if you buy a Barbie, that the right one's in that box. That's what I told him. So hopefully we'll be getting some more of them pretty soon. Maybe. Right?
Maybe.
Right. Yes, getting ready for that big scenic highway yard sale in Polk County Friday and Saturday. Wish I could make it. Have lots of great stuff to sell, y'all. I'm always buying too. That's the bad thing. I wish we could make it too. We in the process of remodeling and listing. Christmas coming up. I mean, we've been busy, like super
Our
busy.
house is destroyed.
I put up a ceiling fan today again. Sure did.
But it went a lot quicker.
Got that joker up in 30 minutes. Steve-O, good to have you here as well. Matthew, good to have you here. Dirt Road Picker. That's an awesome name.
It's like a Model T.
Yeah, I think it's a bootlegger. Looks like a bootlegger. Except there ain't no popo behind him. Why didn't we take... That would have been a good name. Dirt Road Picker. Dirt Road Resale. Hit that thumbs up. We need to feed that algorithm.
That's Greg. Welcome, Greg.
Yeah, this past week, last week I was talking about maybe doing like 1 or 2 videos a week, and buddy, I pumped them out last week. I did like 4 of them.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Or 5 of them. And I think this next week I'm going to do a video a day.
Well, that was a lot back then. We'll just see how it goes.
I'm going to do a video a day. I'm going to go ahead and put my foot straight in my mouth right now. Video a day. Miss Courtney get tired of me saying that. She's there yawning.
It's a lot.
Buddy, it's about to get cold here. I don't know where y'all live. Going down to freezing here tonight. Cold.
Y'all sleep with the heater?
Cold. But anyhow, yep. Steve-O says congrats on 3K. That is awesome, man. I can't believe we hit 3K. Mine has been blown officially blown. It's really nothing we've done. I mean, it's all you guys and gals that subscribe. Has been supporting the company for 50 years on Barbie. Yeah, I believe that. I mean, that's a huge portion of their company, which I think Mattel has their hands in other things other than toys too, don't they? Maybe.
I was waiting on the truck to pass.
I don't know. I ain't up on that. But I believe it. I mean, Barbie's huge. I'm in the UK. It's really windy. It's windy here too. Bad. Super windy.
It's been breezy.
Huh?
It's been breezy.
Real breezy. Miss Courtney's. I don't get burnt out. I'll tell you what makes me burned out. Let's see, what would burn me out? Doing the same thing over and over. That would burn me out. Like just doing slow videos every single day, that would burn me out. But doing a different kind of content, I mean, I love YouTube. I love filming for YouTube. And like doing the videos we did this past week where we did like what so, we did retail arbitrage and that kind of deal. Those kind of videos, I can edit quick. Like any kind of like yard sale video, shopping videos.
Just kind of random.
I mean, those are easy to edit because I don't have to piece together me breathing heavy, walking backwards and forth in the shop, and then putting a picture in there. So those are easy to edit. So, yeah, I don't think I'll burn out. If I get close to burning out, I will slow down, but
we'll let you know.
It's fun. Flipping mom up in Minnesota here. Getting that time of the year, ain't it? Howdy from the wife and me. Howdy, Steven.
It's windy in West Virginia.
Windy everywhere.
Oh,
what just happened? Give a negative feedback removed. Use that refund as leverage. Yep, you can do that. I've done that quite a bit actually, and it works. I mean, you can use that refund. I mean, once they leave that feedback for you, as far as most things are concerned, the transaction is complete. Therefore, you can use whatever you want to leverage, and it works. Sure does work. I mean, you probably would end up, before the negative, you're probably going to give a refund anyway, or you're going to do a return or something. So it means might as well have it going your way. Do a what I listed video. What I listed video.
Like, what did you list that day? Like, I guess show you listing a video. Like,
you want me to show you how that video to go? What? Well, today I listed 10 keychains. This one. This one. This one for $9.99. This was going in the garbage. I mean, that would be so boring.
I don't know, it's kind of funny, just Mm.
They have a huge selection of toys at Mattel. Interesting. It's 85 here, he
Boring.
said. That's what I'm saying. Boring.
It's been cold here about 2 weeks. We have a high wind warning today. My poor little dog couldn't hardly do her duty.
You spelled duty wrong. You said duty. Duty is something different. She made
Maybe she didn't have to duty.
She made chicken and dumplings tonight. Man, I could go for some chicken and dumplings. What do we eat?
Pizza.
Man, we're sitting there like, she said, "What do you want for supper?" I said, "I don't know.
I was
What do you
getting
want
hungry.
for supper?" Well, we agreed on Pizza Hut somehow. She said, "Well, order Pizza Hut." I said, "All right." So I go in here and I'm asking her all this stuff and I'm ordering it online. I said, "All right, it's ordered." And I looked at my phone. It said 2 o'clock. What
We
the
didn't
heck?
really eat. We didn't
Why'd
eat
you
lunch,
make me order
though.
at 2 o'clock?
Like it wasn't lunchtime when we ate.
So we eat supper at like 2:45, which would technically
It was like 3:20.
which would
3:30.
technically be 3:30. I guess she's right.
No, it would have been 4 because we ate at 3:30. Because you had to wait 30 minutes on a pizza.
Yeah, you're probably right. Deadpan comedy. It might work to have a listing video. Like showing me listing. I got a few of those. Like showing me listing.
You'd have to set the tripod up because there's no way I'd be steady enough to do that while you list.
I mean,
I ain't even steady now.
yeah, there's a few where I'll throw some clips in there of me listing, but I can't do a whole video of me listing. I mean,
He made chicken.
I
soup.
get boring just sitting there listing, much less somebody watching me list. That would be totally boring. I made chicken soup. That sounds pretty good.
Sorry, y'all.
What does the cutting board behind you say? There's a cutting board behind me?
4th place pork from Fire on the Mountain when we did a barbecue
Yeah, that
competition in Arab.
Got the 4th place pork that day. Sure did.
But that was a pro competition, wasn't it?
Anyhow, that's what it said. 4th place pork. We got another cutting board. Where did Joker go?
I don't think we have it hung up. I think it's in a box.
I got a bigger one too, like a nicer one. I had a leak in the pot though. A leak. Get it? Leak and leak. You know what a leak is? Okay. Oh goodness. I am so overwhelmed with all my returns. Mr. Junior Bar, me and you need to talk right now, buddy. What is going on? Why you got so many returns? What I mean, you think it's you selling so much that your return rate's that low?
Or are you not describing it very well and the buyer's not happy?
Yeah, what's going on, man? It could do something with your category too. Or like, are you new to selling?
Like he's gonna, you gotta wait for it.
Yeah, I'm like a two-way conversation here.
It's just slow.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes returns, I don't know what you're selling or not. I mean, they happen. You know what I mean?
But if you have that many returns, there's probably something not right.
Yeah, you reckon that, are you new to selling? I sell mainly video games.
Do you test your video games before you
sell? Are you
sell
selling like cartridge games or disc games or?
Discs only with the boxes?
Interesting. I had my first return. Yeah, that's awesome. Teeny tiny treasures. Yeah, that's generally like if you sell in like electronics, your return rate will be slightly higher. You know, like if you're selling like combo units, big, actual electronics, or if you're selling clothing, it may be a little higher because people buy clothing. And then women are picky,
People return them, but they're working.
Huh. Yeah, I would maybe are you describing like the cases, if there any wear to them or the scratches?
If it's missing the manual.
Get you a JFJ Easy Pro, throw it in there, buff the scratches out.
And if you can't afford a JFJ, they make the disc cleaning things like at Walmart for $20-something.
Yeah, there's things you can work around. Do you do anything? Anything? I do a lot of things. Is he talking to me?
I don't know. I don't do much.
Confused.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, our return rate right now is like less than 1%. It's like 0.80, 0.79,
On
something like
returns,
that.
you tell customers how to open the return and not a case.
Is he asking us or Junior?
I think you may be asking Junior.
Okay, well, I'll answer it too, just in case. Do you tell them how to open the return and not a case? Hold on. Commonwealth of returns. Who gets returned on? Never had one before. Yep. Yeah, I mean, returns, everybody gets returns. But, I mean, if you're getting inundated with them and it's like a new thing to you, I would look at like your listings, maybe, describing the items well, that kind of thing, your shipping time. Try your best to ask, find out why they're returning it and try to, if it's a common theme, try to fix that problem. But I mean, returns happen. Whenever we first started selling on eBay, that first one or two returns, it stung, like what happened?
Like, why did it get returned?
It felt personal, you know what I mean? But after you figure out that, I mean, that's business, people's going to return stuff. Now, whenever I get a return, it just auto approves it, all good. I don't care. Send it back, get your money. Cool. You know what I mean?
It's just sometimes people buy games and treat them like a rental instead of a purchase.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that a lot. Whenever the switches went crazy during this pandemic and a lot of people was cashing in on that was one of the things stopping me from hunting after video games and trying to sell them as much. I had a bunch of video games I could list, but I could see, okay, we offer 30-day free returns. Okay, if this pandemic thing slows down in 2 weeks, like they were first saying, if I'm upselling this Wii Sports for $50 right now, in 3 weeks when everything reopens and they're tired of playing this, I'm gonna get a return on it. That was my line of thinking. So I quit selling video games for generally most of them during that time, except for like, no, I wasn't upcharging. I wasn't following the trends. Really didn't source any during that time neither because of that. I was afraid my return rate's gonna go through the roof. So I could definitely see that.
I am due February 6th.
February the 6th, sure is.
Give or take. I use JFJ Pro clean my games and test them, but people send them back. I feel like I'm bought.
Man, that ain't no good. That's horrible. I can see that though, that people would maybe do that.
While they're still
Yeah, I would.
Is that all you sell is video games though?
Yeah.
I mean, because if he sells other stuff, he can maybe back off a little on the video games.
I don't know. People be crazy though, but I mean, that's part of business. People gonna return stuff.
They're getting a costume back
maybe
for Halloween.
What are they? I wonder what they're, choosing for in their return request reason. If you're doing like an INAT on them, or they're saying they just didn't want it, or that.
Or out of nut.
Because I mean, if you're doing paid shipping, calculated shipping, where you have to send it to them, and they're opening a return saying we just didn't like it, whenever they send it back, you don't have to refund their shipping money. You keep that money for the cost of label, so then you're really not out nothing. Then just relist it and do it again, I guess. You're getting costume back after. Yep. Part of it. How long did it take you to go full time? Can you remember how many listings you had? So back in November 2 years ago, wasn't it 2 years ago? 3 years ago.
Probably 2.
It was November of 2018. Yeah, 18. I was in college, and I'd been out of the military, got out in 2012, was getting the GI Bill to go to college. So they pay you to go to college. So I was getting a check from the military to go to school. Well, we were getting close to finishing up my degree, in the thing I was in. And one day, after I got out of the military, back up a little bit, we had a thrift store here in this town. And we ran that for about a year, did pretty well on it. And then I decided, hey.
It was a lot to take in to start with.
Yeah, because, we jumped right from active duty military to I'm running a thrift store.
And it was storage units we had to go through.
Yeah, we were buying storage units too at that time.
Because we rented a big building.
And then we were renting out booths there too. Anyhow, we decided to go. I was just going to go to school, let the military pay me to get my education. So that's what we did. So we moved to Florida because we thought, hey, let's live at the beach.
Relaxing.
While we're doing this, So we moved to the beach. Well, then it was, November 2018, fast forward. We were doing something, and somehow Rally Roots popped up on our YouTube TV. We were watching YouTube, and they popped up, and we watched it. And I said,
I just kind of
they're
started it.
buying junk and selling it. So we went the next day to a thrift store, and I bought a DVD VCR combo and sold it that next night and made like $50 on that joker.
Wasn't fun to package though.
And then over the next 2 or 3 months, from November to February, I was filling our house with stuff, and we were going out buying stuff and listening.
On top of working and going to school.
Miss Courtney was working full time. I was going to school full time. I was in a police academy at the time. And I said, hey, I can just sell junk online for our living.
That's part-time.
Oh, she was part-time, my bad. I said, I can sell stuff online for our living, and we ain't got to do this junk no more. And she said, no, you can't. You're an idiot. And then after another month or so of selling, she started seeing the money coming in because we were working pretty hard.
That and our house was turned into a
storage unit.
Yeah.
Because we lived in a mobile home. And then as we were nearing the end of my, GI Bill the next 2 months, we hit it hard. And as soon as I was out of college, we just went head first in. We started scaling back on what was the money we were bleeding out and putting every bit of it back into the business that we could. And I mean, we just, every time we could make a deal, we were making a deal. We were in a good spot though. We weren't really in any debt at the time.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it was just, we had a car payment and our rent, Does GoDaddy go back to year or just from the point you sign up? I ain't sure. I think from the point you sign up.
Because there's no way for them to go back the year.
Yeah, with auto syncs, it'll pull your stuff in there. I think though it really just starts doing it from the time you sign up, but I could be wrong.
A lot of folks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sure did. And I was just afraid of I wasn't upset with people selling switches for $500 or $600. Go y'all, free market, awesome, cool. If I was, I was selling Excedrin for $80 a bottle,
Kevin's like, get the black light on that costume.
But I was afraid of my return rate gonna be through the roof, and I didn't want to put myself in that situation. But that was awesome. That's what people want to pay. That's what people want to pay, regardless,
People do that with fancy dresses for a while.
Yep.
All right, let's catch up.
They'll go to like Walmart and buy a $10 shirt and tuck the tag in, go to their fancy dinner party, and then take it back.
Some people are scum. Why can't they just be nice?
Mm.
Rooster Boyd.
Hey man, good. I ain't seen you in a while. Look at that costume. That may not be a costume. That may be his everyday wear.
He sent us that on Instagram. That's so funny on his videos.
America.
Thanks for the advice. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I would just, Junior, just look at where the reasons are coming back and just try to address it. Maybe branch out into other areas or something. You know what I mean? If you're new to it, it's going to take, a little bit to learn everything and figure it out. But you will. Just stick with it and be consistent. Jane Selfson agreed, but you would think they would know the difference between an eBay seller with a family and a Fortune 500 company. Yeah, I agree with that. But profit's profits, you know what I mean?
Okay, hers is a 2-part. I'll have to. I'm keeping books of sales, etc. Do I have to log each and every acquisition of sale, or can I just put it in, for example, as January paid X amount of dollars on items for sale, sales, X amount of dollars, eBay fees, X amount of dollars, PayPal fees, X amount of dollars, just total for the month?
Miss Jane, talk to your accountant. I ain't no accountant. We keep up with ours as per transaction, but that's just how we work with our accountant. But check with your accountant to see how they want you to do yours. Because, you get into that. I don't want y'all saying, hey, Redneck said I could do this. And then next thing you know, we both in trouble.
Okay, good.
Was be interested.
It was supposed to be was interested.
Wasn't interested.
Oh.
When I started making 1 or 2 sales, and that's their weekly check used to be. Yeah, that's how it kind of was with Courtney, too, because she was working part-time, but she was working almost full-time because, they do that to beat around the inch. Anyhow, and I was pulling in that much on eBay, and every week I would show her, say, I just made more money than you, and I didn't leave the couch hardly. But she didn't see the sourcing, the cleaning, the listing, the shipping. But she did.
Plus, I got a discount on our kids' clothes, so.
But she did. I mean, and people who think reselling is
jumping.
easy, it's not. Especially working a full-time job like most of you guys and gals do. Like Kevin, that guy is a beast. He is killing it on eBay. I mean, he's got 2 YouTube channels, does just about daily videos, I think, on both channels.
That's a lot.
Plus, he's a full-time teacher.
That's a lot.
He's got his kids, his wife, he's got antique booths. That guy has his time management figured out. But yeah, I mean, reselling, it's a grind. I mean,
it's really pretty easy to tell my friends they can make extra 100, 200 a week with a little effort.
Yep. Anybody can do this. I mean, it's if you're only wanting to make extra cash, I mean, you can do it at your leisure. You know what I mean? You can go to these yard sales. You can go 30 yard sales, and I'm only looking for $100 profit items. That holy grail type situation. I don't have to worry about paying the bills and picking up these $5, $10, $15 items. I can focus on these grail items. So I mean, those part-time guys that are just doing this for extra cash, 100% they can do $200 a month with hardly any effort at all, you know.
She said she's too small for an accountant. Nikki T is here.
Never too small for an accountant. Ever. Nikki T, good to have you here as well.
She bought a rod reel combo at Walmart for $4 and it sells
Nice.
on eBay.
Is it? I've seen some of them, the little SpongeBob ones. I almost bought me one. Now they did have a bunch of fishing rod and reel clearance here, but I didn't mess with them. How long did you run your business before moving into your shop? It was a year and a half.
We talking about out of our house?
Yeah.
We did it in Florida, and then we moved our inventory
up here. We moved
here.
from Florida. In Florida, we were operating out of our house, but it was like I had it set up like a shop in our house, like living room. And then we moved up here because we had some family pass away. So we moved up here in end of December.
What was a little before then?
And then 3 months later, we were moving into here. So I mean, you gotta know what's right for you. You know what I mean? You'll have to figure out. Everybody's income is different. You may need $7,000 free and clear profit a month to live on, whereas I don't need, or somebody else may only need 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000. You know what I mean?
Not near as much.
We live in a lucky part of town in the country where rent is cheap for office spaces. Like we got this warehouse is office spaces, 1,350 square foot, almost 14. That's the front part and the back part, and it's $400 a month with water. So we pay $400 a month plus our power and our internet here. And I mean, that's really it. And I got a deal struck with the neighbor because we got a dumpster outside that's $90. And
she pays for that.
She pays for that, and I give her my Wi-Fi password. So I mean, it works out.
Found a few good items in Walmart for resale with your advice on sitting on it for a bit.
Yeah. Walmart, any kind of retail store, there's money sitting in there every day for you to find. And somebody had asked in one of my videos, well, if you're in Walmart or the Dollar Tree or anywhere, a grocery store, and you're scanning products, and what if a worker sees me? What if they ask me what I'm doing? 100% of the time, I'm going to tell them what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. I've gotten a lot. You want those Walmart managers and the different department managers, you want them to know your face. You want them to know everything because they're in control.
9 times out of 10, yeah.
And they'll mark, if they're going through fixing to mark stuff down, you're going to be the first guy they call. Or
they tell you, hey, in 2 days we're marking something down, we'll hold it in the back.
We had a guy down in Florida we knew really well, and we got to know very well, and he would be...
No, Becky, we don't live in Florida anymore.
No, we're in Alabama. We only went down there for college for a few years. But he would mark whenever clearance day would come. He would let us walk down whichever aisles and it had a yellow tag on it. If it was ever clearance before, hidden clearance or not, we could basically pick it up, and he'd say, how much would you give me for it? And say it was $15, we could say I could do 5. He'd mark it for $5 and we'd walk out there with it. So always you're not going to find that everywhere. We haven't found that up here yet. That was just down there.
But that we scored big.
Yeah, but always let these guys and gals know what you're doing because, one, when it comes time to clearance, I mean, they're gonna maybe give you a better deal.
Basically, all they want to do is clear their shelves for the holiday merchandise.
Or if they got more in the back, they're gonna tell you
Mhm.
about it. And the biggest thing is if they got items that they can't get right now, or it's out of stock, or it's getting discontinued, you need to know that stuff. We need to know, hey, if this is getting discontinued, I want to know about it before it happens.
Mhm.
And then,
Well, it did happen one time. We did have somebody.
and then that way I will know I need to be checking this product
we did have
because,
somebody go to the back for us here.
yeah, multiple times.
For
Oh,
the
here,
cookie dough, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know what kind.
Miss Courtney about spilt the beans
They
on
don't know what
something.
kind. Part-time is easy, I should say. Full-time, like you said, it's a lot of work.
It is. It's more headspace. You know what I mean? Even though you're doing everything right and you got sales coming in and you got, a cushion set up, you're still depending on these people buying stuff. So if you go through a day, 2 or 3 period where you're really not selling, whether it's on Amazon, eBay, wherever, I mean, that's in your head because you're thinking, maybe I need to do something different, So, I mean, it takes up a lot of headspace. But, I mean, it's fun. I mean, we're in control of how big we get, how little we get, how if we make it, if we fail, that's on us. You know what I mean? We're not dependent on going into work Monday and the boss firing us because they had pay cuts. And that's the biggest thing. We were in a panhandle in between Panama City Beach and Destin.
Mm-hmm.
Sure was.
Do donations offset a lot of costs in your experience? I donated a lot of smaller pallets.
Yeah, if you got your if they give you the receipt, I mean, every bit you got at the end of the year to deduct and offset, you won't. Super Unsexy.
You should check out a YouTuber called Super Unsexy, and he'll tell you how to do the Walmart hustle.
Right. I tried to drop it, and those RA videos are hard to do. Like, I'm trying to drop knowledge to you guys and gals, but I don't want to give away everything. I can't just show you, hey, I did show y'all a few good products that are selling, but I can't go in there and say, hey, this is selling for $30 on eBay all day, every day. I mean, I can't do that because, I mean, we're trying to make our living off some of these products. Y'all need to go. I'm trying to show y'all the way for y'all to go out and do this stuff to find your own kind of products.
Because y'all may carry stuff different than we do.
But I mean, there's stuff out there every day to make money on. We in Lonnie's shed.
How you guys get into Lonnie's shed? I don't understand.
Oh, I guess because we got the signs on the wall. But our wall's blue. And Lonnie's football team ain't that good. I'm just saying. Roll Tide. Gypsy Thread, good to have you here as well. I'm gonna do that with them pipes, what you recommended, as soon as I get the time to do it. I think that's fun. It's gonna be fun. Make good YouTube maybe. I think this week, those RA videos were really good. I appreciate that. You just gotta be careful with it because I don't want to give away a product somebody else has found, because I mean it's legwork going in there to find these evergreen products. I'm not really showing y'all products that are seasonal. I'm showing you stuff where I can make a listing on Amazon or send in 100 of them at a time. When they said I go get 100 more and sell them, and
we just showed you.
You're going through
things.
You'll spend hours in there just scanning stuff. I mean, it's a lot of work going in there doing that. And then once you find the product, I mean, then you got to flip it and see how fast it sells, the consistency of it, whether or not it's a good product with the return rates like on this product, if there is any. Then you got to think about the expiration dates if it's a food item. So, I mean, it's a lot of work doing it. So I can't show you everything, but I can show you enough to get your foot in the door to do it.
And if you do Amazon and you decide to send it in instead of FBA, you have to have so many months out before they'll accept it.
From the expiration dates. And then you have to keep up with that while it's in your inventory. So you'll have to have a spreadsheet, to cycle that stuff in and out, recall it, get destroyed, whatever. And, but finding the products, I mean, that's only half the work, and then keeping up with it after that. Reselling in your grandmother, granddaddy, they all did. I mean, been around yard selling all my life. We had yard sales all the time, far as eBay goes, my dad, I remember whenever I was younger, he had a motorcycle, and this was my first experience ever with eBay back, right after eBay first started. He was put it up on the site, and he was having my uncles go in and throw shield bids out to run up the price. And
one day you got stuck with it.
No, some guy from somewhere across the country drove out here and picked it up.
That
motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
But that was my first time. But I mean, nobody in my family, I don't think, really reselled full time like this. I've been trying to get other family members into it.
Do you find
that retail arbitrage items go mostly to other countries? No, not really. I find that most of our products we sell are regional or seasonal, and every once in a while discontinued. Generally, ours will go to, like, our regional products will go to the West Coast usually, and the rest of it just kind of disperses everywhere. As far as like our regular stuff, we do branch out a little bit. We're selling eBay and Mercari now. Miss Courtney's been transferring stuff from Poshmark to Mercari, and she's just been doing that by manually. I have been looking at that list perfectly to move them all at one time from Poshmark to Mercari, but I hadn't done it yet, so I don't know of anything like that. I can't say one thing or another.
I have my daughter scan.
Yeah, scanning, it's not everybody's cup of tea. You're going to have folks that hate RA. They're going to hate retail arbitrage. I mean, they're going to hate scanning. I hate scanning. I hate it with a passion, but it's my job. I got to make money.
Well, it's not always bad. It is if you're hours and hours scanning, but if you're just going in there and scanning just select items you see, it's not really that bad.
Yeah, after a while, like, don't go in and burn yourself out. Go in and spend 10 minutes in each section, scan a little bit, and then next time you go in there, scan a little more. Next time, scan a little more. And before long, you'll have just about all of it scanned. And then, like, I even go into a gas station whenever I'm getting gas or something. Kids are in the bathroom, like on a trip, I'm in there scanning stuff usually, just learning that knowledge.
I think it was Matt at Part-Time Pickers who did a video on Aldi. Some buy and flip. A bunch of people went up, bought the same
100%.
thing for the market.
100%. And I mean, and people get scared and they drop the price on it, and it's not moving for anybody because generally, I mean, what happens? The demand is still the same regardless if there's 1,000 on the market or 100 on the market. Generally, the demand's not really going to shift. Once that supply shifts, and say you go from 100 to 1,000 quantity, and you still only got the same number of demand, 100 buyers, well, then they got 1,000 people to choose from. So, of course, your sales are going to go down because they're buying from this guy and this guy and this guy instead of, their normal people. So, I mean, that's what happens. And then people that aren't selling, they start thinking, oh my God, this ain't sold in 2 months. Let me lower my price. And especially on Amazon, people will do it. They'll lower their price, and then repricers will come in and match, down to their price. And then people don't set the repricer, so it's just a steady decline all the way, to you're practically giving it away.
They get a lot of global sales. We are leading the horse to the water. It's up to us to drink for ourselves.
Right, 100%.
We just went to 34 Walgreens today and searching for new Pokemon mystery. Is that what that guy bought the other day?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I seen a guy snatch about 12 of them out from under me the other day, and I thought, why is that guy buying all that Pokemon stuff? I mean,
we know.
He had it loaded down. But did I not? As soon as he walked by me, I looked at what he had. I went straight back over to that, and I said, well, they ain't going to be here now because he just bought them all. But I scanned every one of them on that shelf. I was trying to figure out what he had, what he knew. The best thing, and you'll find it, is when you can find a good discontinued item. I mean, the prices on that and stuff, you're used to clearance, especially when you find your first one. I mean, the price on that stuff will just generally just go up, and up.
Bye, Alfred. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Southern Yankee Flipper is here. Just hello, everyone. Happy November.
Howdy, howdy.
She said RA is exhausting.
It is. It's boring. I mean, super boring. I won't spend a whole lot of time just scanning constantly.
But we've done it enough to know what's.
Yeah, I mean, it's boring to me too. And I know, like, people that comment on these videos, it's boring. You know, some people, I hate RA, I ain't doing RA. I hate it too.
Your brother decided to join.
Howdy, howdy. We found a discontinued reels one we used. Seasonal items can do really well too, but you're gonna have to sift through 150 to 200 of them to find one decent one. You know what I mean? But we got a seasonal item that comes up after Christmas, and generally around the second week of January, it starts getting clearanced, and then by the time it's clearance, it's selling for 10 cents a piece. Generally, anywhere we'll pick it up between 80 cents and 10 cents, and then by end of March, first part of April, it's selling for $45 a piece. So I mean, it's out there, and generally it don't change every year. It's the same product. To do a bulk transfer, you still have to edit it one by for this perfectly. It depends on which account you have. Like, there's 3 different, I think.
Bye, Greg. Thank you.
See you, Greg. There's 3 different, I think. I ain't sure. I ain't never used it, but I was looking at their plans. You got like the beginner, intermediate, and expert or business plan, the one that's $99. And each one of them will do a certain number of the item specifics, color, condition, and then the next one will do color, condition, price, size, and then the next one will do so many more. So I don't know if that's it or not.
I don't know. I didn't look.
If I still had to do that, see, I wouldn't want to pay a platform $50 a month and then still have to do that. I would just do it manually and save my money.
I'm just doing it manually now, and
yeah, Miss Courtney's doing it for me.
Taking everything from Poshmark and putting it on my card. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because Poshmark's getting so demanding of sharing.
Whiny. You gotta share. I ain't got time to share.
It was okay when we first started out on Poshmark.
And then they say, well, you can hire a bot to do that, or a assistant. Or I could just switch to another platform that's just as good where I don't have to share.
Do y'all ever use
Alibaba? Nope, I sure don't. I ain't never got that good. I'd be afraid I'd order a Chinese Alibaba for like private label. I'd be afraid I'd order something junky and it wouldn't do good. I like to go on vacation and take road trips.
Oh, wow, that's nearly midnight there.
Holy smokes. Yep, she's over in the UK.
Good night.
Yeah, it's getting close to my bedtime too. Damn blurring time change.
I went to bed early last night. I'm tired now.
I am too. We're gonna do a video a day this week for sure. I will. There may be 1 or 2 days it's kind of boring. Maybe I'm showing you how to ship something or something, but I'm going to do a video a day. And then next Sunday, I'm doing a 3K giveaway since we passed 3K. So y'all make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm going to lead up to it. I'm going to tell y'all about it the first video, the last. And then come Friday, my last video, tell you how to enter drawing on Sunday. So y'all watch out for that.
Bye, Ken. Louie's here.
And Poshmark. Colton switch over to another platform.
We are, Louie.
Yeah, Louie, we are. We're going over to that Mercari. Getting on that Mercari train.
Had a couple of those so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say 3 platforms for me and Miss Courtney is all we can do.
We're pulling 4 right now.
I mean, you got to figure out, don't put your irons in too many fires. Because what will happen is one of them's going to get too hot. Or one of them, your fire's going to die out.
Poshmark fires died out already.
I mean, we can control, really 2 of our platforms is enough for us. eBay and Amazon, perfectly fine. But I think we got enough time and we can just cross this stuff that's on eBay onto Mercari. Maybe sell one here whenever it don't sell here. I don't know. Just something we're trying. And maybe find out what sells good on Mercari. I heard toys do good, plush does good, so we're figuring that out. But I think 3 is the number for us. Any more than that, I feel like we'll be drowning. So,
Facebook.
reselling it without
Yep.
posting shares. Ain't got time for that junk. Can't wait to see your new videos. Thank you. Thank you for helping me out with the questions. You guys are great. Hey, if y'all got any questions, I mean, throughout the thing, a lot
That's
of
my
them.
hair, sorry.
Miss Courtney got her hair. Women's hair, y'all shed more than anything I've ever seen. It gets everywhere. What was I saying?
If they have any questions.
Oh, yeah, leave them on the comments and I'll try to answer them in the video. Because a lot of times, if I get a question, I just say, hey, I'll answer it in the next video because it's easier sometimes to explain it or show it than it is to try typing it out.
Or send us an
what I mean?
Instagram message.
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram. And hey, don't none of you guys and gals worry because I posted that video about them Barbies and them boxes. And apparently I was the only one on YouTube that thought throwing them away was a good idea. So I ain't throwing them away. We're going to do something with them. I'm sending them up to Amy's Epic Stuff. I was talking to her like she was like one of the first views on that video. She sent me an Instagram message, says, hey, please don't throw them away, sell them. I said, I'll send them to you for free. So once we get them empty, we're passing them out to them.
Congrats on 3K. I just started and have 10 subscribers.
That is Larry and Donna. I need to check out y'all's channel.
Louis said, sorry, just got here spending my time with daughter and time with all my irons. Fourth quarter's butt kicker. Y'all take care of
You
yourself.
take care, Louie.
She's shedding that preggy energy.
I am covered in preggy energy then. Yeah, I'll check out y'all's channel, Larry and Donna. See what y'all got going on. That's awesome. Awesome. I love watching YouTube too sometimes.
I don't have enough energy to watch it. I fall
I'm
asleep.
sleepy. But hey, thank y'all for hanging out with us. Sorry it was so late in the evening here. And I mean, at least we got here. And thank y'all for hanging out with us. It's been fun. And I'll have a video up every day, like I say, Monday to Friday. I ain't sure what time they're gonna come out, but I'm committing to it. I'll see it through.
I'll be in and out due to painting and kids' school, and
I'll be in and out too, probably just because that's how I am, just in and out of it. And yeah, we'll do a giveaway next Sunday, so y'all watch out for that. Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all then.
bye y'all. Awkward little pause here.